Hey, everybody. So, I have an idea today. I have ideas every day, right? So, yesterday, I am mirrored. Hang on one second. Oh, my goodness. Nope, I don't want to do that. Hang on, you guys. Okay, there we go. I just had to find the little button. Okay, so we're breaking out the other pencil sharpener today because we are going to use crayolas today. I was talking with View and Lori yesterday, and View had gotten a crayola grayscale cardstock type of thing from Ollie's, and we were wondering how the crayola was going to cover the grayscale. Well, we did a um small little like test on it yesterday, but I think, and hopefully I'm not stepping on View's toes because this is just something that I want to try personally, and nothing saying that she can't do it on her channel. But I want to test them on this cardstock. Hi, Miss Lori, in the Ruth Sanderson PDF book. Now this is pretty thick cardstock. This is okay, and it's very smooth. So I'm not sure how this is going to work out, you guys, but we are going to try it and find out. I pulled my Crayolas, and we're just going to work at it and see what happens. Okay, I have my Brute Funner pastels in here too. Okay, those are the skin tone Crayolas. Okay. So how are you today, Miss Lori? You guys, I'm not sure how my internet is going to work today. The storm has restarted and it's supposed to go till 5 o'clock. Now, I don't know what it'll do past 5 o'clock. I have no idea. I'm just hoping it stays where it's supposed to until we're done. Okay, let's do a all right, you know what? Let me go into my phone so I can make sure things are working. Okay. Not bad. Do I have a real bad delay today? Okay, about a 27-second delay. So nothing I can do about that, you guys. Nothing I can do about any of it, but I can't put my crayolas in my battery operated one. And the wood's a little hard for the M&R, so we're using the swordfish that I got. It works great on crayolas, as you can see. The tip turned out really nice. Okay, so we're going to give her, let's do a pink hat, pink pajamas, because, you know, she is a girl, little mouse. Now, I'm not sure how much of this I am going to get to blend or to do whatever, because it is kind of smooth. So I seen your confessions video, Lori. Very cool. Man, that's going to take like a lot. I got 600 bucks, dude. I'm going to have to think really hard on all of that because but you didn't tag us in it. So technically I don't have to do it. So neener, 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 neener. I think you forgot. Oh, in the description? Okay. Oh, hell yeah, I'm grabbing Serene and Lorraine and heck yeah. Um, yep. I'm grabbing a handful in a bunch of pencils and, you know, whatever I can get out of here is getting out of here because I'm not leaving anything behind. You know how hard I would cry? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I should make a little bug out bag. And that way all I gotta do is grab the bug out bag. Yep, yep. I'll have a bug out bag for tires. So I keep I'll tell you why I call it a bug out bag. I keep uh, like a grocery, like one of those reusable grocery bags. I keep like my snow pants and like gloves and stuff like that in a bag like that. And that way, if we go somewhere that I think is like a long drive or, that we might need that kind of stuff, then all I have to do is grab that bag and put it in the car. And we've got our stuff. Because, I'm not wearing all that crap in the car. So my, my husband in the wintertime calls it my bug out bag. He'll say, "You got everything? Yep. You got your bug out bag? Yep." But it's just kind of something I was used to doing. I did it when I had the kids, we had blankets in the cars. And if you're a mom, you always pack extra clothes and, stuff like that. Hi, Kim. How are you? Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Bling. Great. Nobody likes to be late for dinner. Did you get a lot of snow last night, Lori? We didn't get a whole lot. We got about, I'd say, maybe 3 inches or 4, but it's coming down again. So I'm not sure how much we'll get this time. But from what they're saying, we're probably going to end up with about 6 inches. And it's the wet, nasty snow. So it's not like you can't snow blow it. Because it just clogs up the snow blowers. So I might have to have the neighbor come down and bring the tractor and plow us out. But as of right now, we're good. I hate when my hand does that. Yeah, they were so ramped up that it was going to be so nasty and really Didn't end up that way. So we are using crayolas today just to experiment on grayscale on cardstock. And this is real smooth cardstock. It's been a minute since I've used Crayola pencils, so I have to get back into the feel of them. I don't mind them. And a Crayola will blend. It's just, on what and how hard you work at it. They feel so weird in my hand compared to what I've been using because Crayolas are skinny. So they do feel like really weird in my hand right now. My head has just been pounding the last few days. Oh. I'm used to getting headaches. I mean, I get them quite a bit, but I hate it when they run into days. A day, and then, you're done. But when they go into days, it's like, oh. Boy, is our doggy gonna hate us in a few days. I have a doctor's appointment that I cannot cancel. I've already canceled it once. I cannot do it again. Well, I mean, I could, but I'm not gonna. Which means he can't go. And I don't go by myself in nasty weather. No, I'd rather my husband drive than me drive. I mean, I don't mind driving in it, but, if I have to, I will. But I'd rather not. All right, I want this one. Well, he's got a doghouse and it's got straw in it. and it'll keep him out of the cold and away from the wind, and you know, he's just got to get in it, that's all. Oh, my headache. You hope my headache goes away. I thought you meant cold air. It takes me a minute, Lori. It takes me a minute. Just a little slow sometimes. So I started this out wrong. I started it with the medium color, not thinking. But it's still working out. I'm getting it to blend and do what I want it to do, so. It's just now I've got some harsh lines that I've got to try and work through, but that's my fault. That's not the page or Crayola's. And I will work those out. It'll only take a second. I think she's got little earrings on. That's too cute. I think that little dot right there is an earring. Well, no, because her ears are up here. What's this little dot? I don't know. Maybe she's got a earring in her cheek or something. She's a hip grandma. So I was talking to my granddaughter yesterday. You're coloring Christmas gnomes? I wanted to give this a try. Sounded fun. Something different. I need to finish my Thanksgiving page. But, you know, I went through all those Christmas books yesterday. I wanted to color something kind of Christmassy. Kind of Christmassy. Okay, so we got some harsh little lines right here. We're going to see if we can get rid of those. Now this works with like all my other pencils. I have not tried this with the Crayola. Crayola is a hard pencil, so but you know, if we can't get it to work this way, there are other ways to get your lines to go away. right? She's like relaxed, ready for bed. I think she fell asleep reading her book because her eyes look closed and the book looks like it's upside down. So I think she just said, to heck with it, I ain't getting up. I'm just going to snooze right here just for a minute. All right, that's not so harsh now. It is not the best blend, but it is better than it was. What's up, Oz? Huh? What you need? Are you bored? Are you bored? You don't need to go outside. It's too cold out there. You just came in. Can you go lay down for a little while? Go get a drink of water. You sound like you're dry. Can you go get a drink? Okay, that'll work too. He loves being outdoors. And I love that he loves being outdoors. But it's cold. And I'd rather him not be out there for a very long time unless he absolutely has to be. And I don't even like that. If my son-in-law hadn't had surgery recently, I would take him over there. But I can't do that. I can. Is that better? I don't want to do that. I want to do this first. A little. How about, hold on. Well, doggone it. Stop. No. You're fine. Well, that's almost getting too dark for me to see. Ozzy, you've been in like a half hour. No, it's cold out there. I don't like opening the door. Shit blows right in my face. I'm pissed now. He went and lay down behind me. That was a pouty, I'm mad. You're welcome. Yep. We used to burn wood for our heat. We have a wood burner and it's connected to all the ductwork. And it's connected to our furnace and it blows the heat from the stove or wood burner through my house. Y'all, I miss that so much. So much. We have gotten to the point where we just can't, my husband can't cut down the trees anymore, and we can't split it and do the stuff that we used to do as much because it's just our bodies are done. They've been worked out. So buying wood is so expensive. You burn through it so much more than you do the propane or the oil. It goes through a lot faster. So we'd go through on a bad winter. We'd go through like 15 face cords for the whole winter. I can't tell how that looks actually. Miss Lori, I have to turn at least the light on a little bit because I can't see what I'm doing, honey. I'm sorry. Well, the pellets aren't much cheaper than buying the wood. For what you'd have to, pay for the wood, the pellets. We thought about getting a corn pellet stove, actually, but then we figured it all out, and it ain't much different than buying the wood. So. I'm sorry, honey. I just can't see. Let's see if what if I put like um does that help a little bit? It's not so white. I don't know. I don't know. What do Mrs. Mouse? Um, want to go that one? I'm going to do that, and then we'll do. Well, maybe we'll do that instead of this. Okay. I'm gonna have to let Dingbat out here in a second because he's gonna drive me insane if I don't. And then 3 minutes later, I'm gonna be jumping at the door, wanting in because the wind's blowing and it's cold. And 20 minutes later, he'll want me back out. Get your nose out of my stuff. Gotta stick that nose everywhere, don't you? Gotta stick it everywhere, don't you? Ow. So when I get back, I'll finish the story about my granddaughter because it was kind of cute. All right. Let me let Bonehead out. Actually, Psycho Puppy. All right, let's go. Yeah, I'm not going to get nice and comfy because, holy cow, I opened my door and like I am full of snow. My back porch and everything is just all white. Alright. Don't let me forget, guys. 6 minutes. That's all I want him out there. 6 minutes. That gives him enough time to do his business. His little pads will freeze just like our stuff will. Well, he don't have little pads, but you know what I mean. And I know he's built for the cold, and you know he's got 2 coats and all that stuff, but he's still my baby boy, and I'm not going to leave him outside very long. It is nasty. Oh, so I was talking to my granddaughter. Now, yeah, she's not a baby. She is now in her teens. But she has hung out with Grandma so much that I think I've kind of rubbed off a little bit. Because I called her and you know, she answers. And she always answers, "What's up?" It's like really, but it's cute, so I just leave it go. Um, I said nothing. I said, "What are you doing?" Normally she comes back with nothing. Yesterday she came back with um, making a Christmas duck because I don't have one. I'm like, what? She says making a Christmas duck because I don't have one. He said, what is a Christmas duck? You know, not thinking the duck. Thought maybe it was some kind of teenage thing that, you know, Grandma didn't know about or something. She says, well, you know those yellow rubber duckies? I'm like, yeah. She goes, well, I've got a white one. She goes, and I was sitting here bored. She says, and I got an idea. She said, so right now I'm painting me a Christmas duck. I said, cool. She says, but it's kind of not turning out the way I thought it would. He said, well, if it doesn't, you can always start all over. Just wipe it off, or I think she wanted it to look like a candy cane. So I think she was trying to put red stripes on it or something. I'm not exactly sure. So I said, well, if it don't work out, paint it all red and put white stripes on it. She goes, oh, that'll work, Grandma. I'm like, yeah, I know. So yeah, I just thought it was cute because she was, you know, crafting because she was bored. right, so I'm not hating these pencils in this book. I mean, it wouldn't have been my first choice, but I'm not hating them. All right, time to go get Butthead. Otherwise, he's going to be soaked. I cannot believe he's not jumping on the door, wanting to come in. Okay. This is going to be white, but I just want to color it in just a little bit with some, oh, what color is this? Light rose. Just to put a little bit of like reflection from her pajamas or something. Give her a little color. Okay. Going to do actually, let's do, instead of white, I'm going to do an almond. And we're just going to put the almond all over everything. I'm pushing a little harder. Kind of like varnishing it in type of thing. I think I need to put a second coat on her fingers. They look a lot lighter than her face. Well, they're really going to now because of the almond. That's okay. We'll say it's the glare from the fireplace. I think she is a cutie. Okay, let's do a really cute green robe. Oh no, that's too. You got enough neon. I didn't realize that pink was so bright. Okay. All right, let me go. Oh, a lot better today. A lot better today. I put some cream on it and really good. All right, let me go let Psycho Puppy in because otherwise I'm going to have to scrape all the ice off of him. Ow. Okay. Sorry, I had to dry him off. No, now you need to sit and relax, okay? I know. You can handle it though. I think you just jumped in my bathtub. Oh, nope. Oh, he went and got his ball. Let me see. Where's it at? Where'd it go? Mine. All right, sit. Sit. Ready? I haven't even done it yet, dude. Sit down. Don't you knock my shelves over. Oh, no, he did it. No, he did it. That's his favorite pastime. So, Y'all, I went to Tractor Supply. I don't know if you guys know what a Tractor Supply is, but here in Michigan we have what they call tractor supplies. You get your animal feeds and stuff like that. So can I see that, Oz? Can I see it? No? Okay. Can you play with it for right now? Um, they've got like these giant tennis balls there. And I think I've told y'all about them, but I get to do it again because if I did, I forgot. Um, they're by Miranda Lambert. And I'm telling you what, this is the only tennis ball I have found that he cannot chew up and that he cannot chew the fuzz off of. Do I have a light in my head? You can see good now. I do. Are you saying because I left? See how you are? Maybe I need to turn the light down on the stream, maybe. Sure, I can do that, but I can try. Get it, Oz. Crawling at his ball. Where'd he go? Don't start. No, you need to find a place to lay down and relax. Nope. Not happening. You know the rules. When mom's in here, you find something to do. And that don't mean come in here and bug me. Ozzy, can you go get your ball? Go get your ball so I can see it. Go on. Get your ball. Go get your ball. Bring it here. Thank you. Good boy. Can you drop it? No, drop it. Oz, drop it. No, I don't want you to pull. Drop it. Drop it. Please, drop it. Sit. 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 No, I don't want to play pull. I don't want to play pull. Drop it. Drop it. Let go. Thank you. Goodness. Okay. We got this dirty, but we got this for him like probably a month ago. And he can't tear the fuzz off of it. It's like barely like this thing is amazing. It's I don't it's upside down, but um Mutt Nation it's called. These things are he's got two other toys that he can't chew up either. It's the only thing I found that he cannot chew up. Ooh, spitball. No, I'm not playing whatever that is where you try to break my arm because you pull too hard. Keep away or whatever. Tug a rope instead of tug a rope, it's tug a ball. It had a squeaker in it, but he broke the squeaker. That's what I said. They were like, I got 3 of them for $9.99, I think it was. Yeah, couldn't beat it. They're affordable and they last forever. Yeah, that's what they said for us last night. Ms. Well, I'm just going to call you Kim. And we got probably about 3 inches last night. But we're getting almost like a wintry mix right now. And it's just kind of blowing everywhere. And the way the wind's blowing, it's blowing right at my back door. So when you open it, you kind of get pinged with snow. And that's where he goes out at, is out the back door. Yep. We were supposed to get, Lori and I were supposed to get a ton of snow last night. We didn't get a whole lot. I mean, 4 inches is, 3 inches is a lot. If you're, you got to shovel it or whatever, but it's enough to make a mess. Hey, stop it. Hansi, I don't know what's wrong with you sometimes. Psycho puppy. That's probably why he's like he is, because I keep calling him that. Probably like, you want to see Psycho? I'll show you Psycho. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Wow, I haven't seen you in a long time. Hi, Emily. My Thanksgiving was really nice. It was kind of a spare of the moment thing. My kids were supposed to go to her side of the families, and Thanksgiving Day we got some nasty weather here. So where they were heading, it was supposed to be worse. So my son decided that's not gonna happen. It was a 3-hour drive and nasty weather and stuff. It's like, so they talked about it, and they called me the night before and said, what are you and Dad doing for Thanksgiving? It's like, well, it was like 2 days before. It wasn't the night before, because I think I told you guys about it. But I had a dinner planned for 2, not 4. But we made it work. Instead of we didn't have the big ham pulled out. We just had enough for my husband and I. And there's, we eat the ham steaks because, we like ham. And instead of buying a big ham, we usually buy ham steaks. You can get 2 in a pack for a decent price. But I keep a big ham or a big turkey or both in my freezer for like when my kids come over. So we pulled the ham out, and thank goodness it thawed before we needed it, because it was a 10-pound ham. So it all worked out. We did good. And I didn't buy the traditional extra. stuff for Thanksgiving. We were just going to make it through with what we had because, why buy extra? Well, I still didn't buy no extra, but I did make it through with what I had. Yeah, yep. Kind of all over the state. Some places are getting it worse than others, but let me see. Can I? Well, I can kind of show you guys what it looks like. Hold on. But you're not going to see, the depth or anything. And it's not blowing or snowing right at the moment. At least not the way that I'm going to show you guys. This is the side of the small side of my property. So, all right, hold on. Can you guys see that? Big old pine tree. That's what I stare at when I sit at my desk. In the summertime, it's gorgeous. So yeah, we didn't get ungodly amount of snow, but we got a little bit. Today it's just like on and off, on and off, on and off, and it's just a wet, nasty snow. Yep, I'm closing it. Oh, should we give her? Yeah, let's give her green slippers. Stop. Right now, before you make me mad. You've been out, you've had food, you've been played with. It's relax time. It is. Yep, the only place it gets touched around here is the backyard. Um, and sometimes it'll get walked through if my husband walks the dog. But he did not walk the dog today, so it was snowing pretty hard when they went outside. So and I think he was a little leery at walking him today because everything is so slippery. Psycho puppy, he pulls a lot. Last thing my husband needs to do is fall. It's always nice to go to families for Thanksgiving. I'm kind of glad we don't do that stuff anymore. You know, it gets rough when you travel all the time. And you know, wherever we go, we've got to travel distances to get there. You know, my in-laws, every one of them is 2.5 hours away. Before my mom moved up here and before she passed, she was 3 hours away. And then she moved up here and she was still a half hour when she moved up here, but half hour is better than 3 hours. So. And my daughter is an hour and some odd minutes away. My son's a half hour away. So, you know, everything's like a distance to drive. You just get tired of driving, especially in nasty weather. Yep. It used to get very overwhelming for me to go to my in-laws with all of their family. It was me, silly. Relax. Um, there was 4, 8, 12, 13, 14. There was anywhere from 15 to 20 people there. I am not a person for large groups. Even when I was younger, I was super. I know this is going to be hard to believe. And Lori, I don't even want to hear it, but I was really shy when I was younger. And and now that I'm old, I have a serious case of anxiety. So big groups just me and them don't get along too well. And you got to realize too that it's me and my husband like all the time. That's it. It's just us. And so you go to a place with a bunch of people and it's loud and noisy and you know bickering and we don't do any of that stuff. So that stuff just gets me going big time. I don't deal with it very well at all. And then we stay for forever, it seems like. Hi, Miss Amy. How are you, sweetheart? It's 4:30. What happens at 4:30? Did I miss something? Oh, it happens, honey. Especially if you're traveling. You know? Yeah, not too bad for crayolas, I think. Thank you. Not one of my best ones, but you know, we're not done yet either. Yes, I'm using Crayolas. Yep. See? Oh, hold on. Let it focus. Crayola. Thank you. Yep, I wanted to see what Crayola did on very slick, thick cardstock and on grayscale. And I think they are working pretty good, actually. My stomach's making all kinds of noises. And I had lunch today. Yeah, it didn't take long to get the feel again. Like I said in the beginning, they were feeling real funny in my hand because I haven't used them in so long. But excuse me. voice. I all of a sudden got a frog in my throat. Take a drink and see if that helps. Nope, it did not. Hold on, you guys. All right, that's a little better. Sometimes you just gotta give it a good, thrashing. And if you have patience, crayolas will blend very nicely. But again, they are, a harder pencil. So. Okay, for some reason, this spot right here is bugging me. So we are going to see what we can do to fix it, because it's being very annoying. It look a little worn right there, but not that worn. Alrighty. So we've had a lot of leftovers. Because my husband and I, believe it or not, with me being heavy set, you would think I eat like a lot, and I don't. I think it's because of my thyroid. But anyways, we don't eat a lot of food, so we've had a lot of leftovers. I mean, mind you, it was a 10-pound ham. So, we've been eating leftovers for like days. And I got news for my husband. Today is it. If that's what he's expecting us to do today is the last day. Because if he puts any more ham in front of me in the next month, we're going to have a serious talk. I've had enough of ham and potatoes for a month or so. I'll have to have potatoes and stuff again for like Christmas, but and I like meat and potatoes for dinner. I do, but not the same kind every single day. She tagged me in it, and I kind of said I would. But it's going to take me a minute because, yeah, those are some serious questions that you have to really think through. And then I'd have to dig out all the books. So let me put all these Christmas books away that I dug out the other day. And then I'll work on the other ones. Because that one, your most colorful page. I don't know. Maybe a mandala, maybe. I try to stay in a kind of not a certain palette, but I try to use not a lot of different colors. I try to keep it balanced, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. Yeah. Yep. I mean, my favorite book, that's not a problem. That's y'all know what that's going to be. Y'all know what that's going to be. And then I already know what my favorite page that I've colored is, I'm not sure if that was even on there. I don't remember. Um, the most, what is it? Was it the most expensive book that gives you the most, or something to that effect? Um, yeah. I don't know. I've got a couple of them. Um, hmm, I don't know. And the best paper, if I do that, I'm gonna have to go with my Disney ones, or like you said, Lori, this book or color it or something, because those have or my Lorraine even have awesome paper. Um, the most hated book is gonna be a good one too, because I don't think I hate any of my books. Um, and the ones that I did, I think I just got rid of. So yeah, that's going to be a rough one. Oh well, I can pick one. It's not hated, but I steer away from it. Right. Um, and let me see. Mm, 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 mm. What is this? Sometimes it's really hard to read these names. Oh, I don't want that color. Um, what did you pick your Maria Troll for? You said because there was a lot of pages in it. And something else. I love Maria Troll. I only have two Claire Makovas though. After Christmas, I'll have three because that's one of the ones I'm gonna sneak through the door. I've been wanting it for a long, long time. Okay. I thought you would pick Creative Haven because those are affordable and not bad books. See, I'm really bad at when they say affordable. Affordable to whom? Because a lot of people say the $20, $30 books are affordable. I don't think they're affordable for a coloring book. Mm-mm. Nope. Now $10 and below, that's affordable. And even at $10, I mean, come on, people, it's a coloring book. You know, they're not made out of gold. You're going to color it, and then you're going to probably toss it. You know, remember, y'all, it's not a Rembrandt. I'm doing Kimbrandts. I don't know what y'all are doing, but when I'm gone, they're probably gone too. My family loves me very much, but yeah, they're not going to keep 600 coloring books, and what are they going to do with them? Nobody colors. Right, right. Yep, that's a good way to look at it. see, that's why it's good to talk to people, you guys, because, you know, they got a different view than you do, and that's a real good way to look at it. I never even thought to look at it like that. And yeah, yeah, you think you're getting more with 3 books, but you're really not. You're getting about the same amount as if you bought a hardcover Maria Troll. So it's good to hear everybody's opinion and not just think you're always right. And even though I like Creative Haven paper, I mean, I don't mind it, but I think with the Maria Troll, you're getting better paper than in a Creative Haven. My goodness, I keep getting a tickle like in the very back of my throat. I think this is the tie to her robe. I'm not sure what that is. But that's what we're going to make it. Okay, and that's the arm of the chair right there. And I think we're going to do the pages with silver instead of gold. Because I think the silver goes better with the blue. Right, right. Okay, now Grandma needs some pretty nails. So I think we're going to go with pink nail polish. What now, Mr. Oz? Are you seriously going to drive me the batshit crazy today? Are you? Hold on, let's see something. Hold on. Hey Google, what time is sunset? Okay, so Dad's got a little ways before he comes home yet. So I know you want to go outside, buddy, but it's so cold. It's so cold. It is. It's way cold. And you're going to freeze your little paws off. You are. You got to give Grandma some makeup. We're just going to do some light makeup, just enough to match her little outfit. There we go. Just a little bit. Little bit. Oh, stop. I'm not trying to pet you. I'm trying to do something else. Now I'll pet you. He needs something. Don't you? You need something. Okay, well, lay down. And that way you don't have to like worry about being by yourself. Lay down. All right. Stay there. You're fine. Put a little bling on there. And she's got some nice eyeshadow. All right. Let's do. Oh my goodness gracious, dude. Okay. I'll be glad when Dad gets home. Because you're going to be in trouble. You keep acting like this all night long. Just know we're not letting you out every 20 minutes. It's not happening, dude. You're going to get grounded and you're not going to get any ice cream. That's what's going to happen. I'm kidding you guys. All right. Jeez, pizza. I need to rethink my decisions before I make them. Okay. No, I'm not letting him back in until he like scratches. Yes, it is rough, no ice cream. This dog is so spoiled, you guys. He thinks every time we do something or get something that he gets it too. I better make sure when I do grocery shopping, if I don't buy him a treat, that I've got treats at home, because when we get home, he's looking in every single bag for a treat. It's like, where's mine? Where's mine? Where's mine? Where's mine? I miss you. What, the no ice cream, or rethinking my ideas when I get them? My decisions. See, my problem is I worry about him. I mean, it's cold out there, and I don't want his little paws to get like super cold. My husband will put him out there and not think about it until he scratches at the door. And it's like, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know, but I don't want to leave him out there to like get him hurt. You know what I mean? And it's cold and it's wet. My husband's like, Kim, he's a bird dog. He's made for this kind of weather. It's like, no, he's not. You're not hunting birds in the middle of winter. Spring and fall, maybe. Winter, no. And to me, I know it's not winter yet, but there's snow on the ground, so that's enough winter for me. Did you really? That's what he wanted outside for. He just wanted to bark for a while. I'm just letting y'all talk and I'm coloring. They are Crayola pinks and Crayola greens and Crayola yellows and Crayola oranges. Crayola blues. Yep, that's the only thing I've used is Crayola. We were talking about them yesterday and I kind of wanted to pull them out today. I haven't colored with them in so long. I'm going to call Miss Andrew when I get off of here and find out where she's at. Yep, I have the um, colors of the world too. Let's see. Yes, they are very pricey. I would, if you're gonna like order like a PDF or whatever, like a page or something. I would do that. See, I prefer to. It's just me, but I just prefer to have the book. Um, I used to be like that with my books that I like to listen to, like to read, so to speak. But God, if I keep doing that stuff, I'm gonna run out of room to put things. So now I just listen to them instead of read them. And listening to them don't put me to sleep as fast as reading them does. If I sit down on the couch to read a book, half an hour into it, I'm snoozing. unless it really grabs my attention. Now, if it grabs my attention, I can read it for about an hour, hour and a half, and then you know I'm ready to take a nap. But yep, I cannot sit down and read a book. Yeah, it's and they're not easy questions. You know, if they were easy questions, that'd be one thing. But they're not easy questions. You really have to think about some of those. You know, again, I've got 600 coloring books, and one of the questions is, what's your most colorful picture? Well, if you think I'm going through all 600 coloring books to find one, not. So I got to really think about it. Going, I do have a favorite book, but it's I love all my books. What book have I colored the most in? Was that finished pages or whips? Because I got a ton of whips and a ton of books, and it just says colored in. It doesn't say finished. I have packed away a lot of them, destashed them. I have not given them away or thrown them away yet. So they are in a plastic tub heading for probably my basement. That's right. I'm probably going to have to use that to my advantage. Well, no, that's not true. That's not true. I have, well, technically, if you want to look at it that way, you can pick a book that you finished. Um, and And I have one of those. And that would be the most I've colored in a book. I finished it. Can't get more than that. Oh, I got to sharpen my yellow. Using that sharpener, my thumb's going to get sore again. Yeah, we were talking about this earlier, View. The challenge is it gets you thinking because people that got a lot of books, that's a hard thing to pick out one or pick out two or oh, it was just really dull. I've been using it for the whole chair, so, and I didn't sharpen it. I don't think to start it. So yeah, my green is kind of not real sharp right now. I love a sharp point on pencils, but on some pencils you got to be just like kind of careful because you'll be sharpening them all the time and then you won't have a pencil. So I don't like to sharpen them too much. I'm enjoying them in this book today. I really thought I was going to struggle, and I really haven't. I mean, I guess I don't know. If I was, a colorist that used 13, 14 different colors, would I? Maybe. For the way I color. Yeah. A lot of people would go in and color these grayscale flowers on this chair a whole different color to make them pop. Yeah. Nope. I'm not gonna. At least not today. I'm not. I'm just straight coloring the back of the chair because it doesn't really have any shadows or anything. So. And the only wear marks would be behind where they sit. And since she's sitting in it, you can't really make wear marks. So. Footstool we could, because you can always turn a footstool and try to wear it out evenly. And I should put a little bit more wear in the arm, but I'm not gonna. We'll just say it's got one of those arm care covers on the arm rail. Hi, Miss Ivy. Sorry I didn't see you come in. I love French toast. Um, yes, we got a bit of snow, but we didn't. We didn't get what they said we were gonna get. I think right now we probably got about maybe 4 or 5 inches with what we got this afternoon. And that's about it. They were predicting 5 to 7 just yesterday. I don't know who you are, so I'm not answering. And it might look like I'm going in straight lines, but I'm not. I'm just doing really big circles. I always do just really big circles. Let's do this one. Make underneath her dress like a little darker. Or her pajamas, like. And then this one is a little darker too. She is so pretty. Oh. I didn't not mean to say that out loud. Yeah, I remember having a few good snows on Halloween because I remember taking my kids trick or treating in snowstorms. The snow and the rain just coming down. It was awful. So yeah, we've had snow here in Michigan at least on as early as Halloween and as late as May. Yeah, but sometimes we can just be nice. I didn't mean to say ooh on somebody else's stuff. They obviously like it. I'm not. I like savory for my meals. I don't like sweet. I'm a yeah, just a savory eater. Sweet is for like desserts and stuff like that. So I'm not like a big like I don't like pineapple and stuff on my my hams and depending on how it's cooked and who cooks it, even the honey and brown sugar and glaze and stuff is not usually my favorite, but um, like I said, I'd prefer savory. Now my husband's complete opposite. He'll eat anything and everything. You can throw it on the plate and he'll say, "Yeah, let's like try this stuff out." Me, nope. All right, I'm debating on how I want to do. How I want to do this. And the wallpaper. You have bright colors for her in the chair. I think I want to go more of a muted tone in the background and on the floor. So I'm thinking we're going to do a wood floor. And we're not going to get too crazy about it. We're just going to I hate him being out on this stuff. I wish he'd stay home. It scares me so much that if he's out there, and he slips and falls, with all that hardware in his back, it scares the living daylights out of me. But, what are you going to do? I can't put him in a bubble. I used to go with him just to make sure he was okay. I can't do that anymore. It's too cold. Yeah, see, that's the thing though. I can't do sweet and savory. I just want the savory. I don't want no sweet with my meal. Mm, I'm more of a meat and potatoes and vegetable person. Hmm, is that my doggy? Is he getting cold? What time is it? He should be home any minute. Yeah, my son-in-law uses um pancake syrup and stuff to make his ham, and I just can't. I mean, it's good, but I can't eat a lot of it. But you know, if somebody else is cooking and you're at their house, so suck it up and do what you got to do. Yep, my husband likes pineapple on his pizzas. I like green peppers on mine. He don't like green peppers on his. So yeah, it's kind of interesting when we get pizza. Yep, he likes sweet and he likes spicy. I don't like sweet and I don't like spicy. I don't mind a little bit of spice, but yeah, when it's like burning my tongue and I can't taste anything, mm-mm. Nope, that's too much for me. I'm what they call like a really boring eater. And yes, I put those lines in my floor on purpose. Makes it look more like a wood floor. This is a PDF. It is Ruth Sanderson's Santa Christmas. This is, I think this is part 1 of 3. So I think there's 3 sets of images for this book. I'm not exactly sure. It's been a long time. And they were actually given to me because the person that got them decided she didn't like them and didn't want them. So after she spiral bound them and everything, she decided, yep, nope, I'm good. So she sent them to me. She had a whole list of stuff she was downsizing, and this was years and years and years and years and years ago. But she sent me the list and said, pick what you want, and she sent me what I wanted. And this is what I wanted, so. Nope. Hold on. Yes, you know who Ruth Sanderson is. You do. Ruth Sanderson. Let me see. What other books do I have of hers? Hold on. Let me think. Did I get to her books yet? Writing those down? I don't think I did. Camellia, Summer. Oh, there's 2 stickers on that one. Tim Jones. Heather Valentine. Coloring Hair. Oh, that's birthday. Medina. Okay. Coco. Sylvia. Trinity. Jasmine Bucket. Johanna Bansford. Forest Girl. Coco. Coco. Yuri. Okay. Harvey. Nope, I haven't done Ruth Sanderson yet. Okay. Hubby is home. So we're gonna call it as soon as I get done finishing this floor. Hey, baby. Corey. Can't hear me. Hey, honey. Those gloves that are hanging there that you use for the snowblower, they got gas all over them. They stink really bad. Can I throw them in the washer, or do you want me to soak them in the sink? Okay. Oh, I didn't know if it would ruin them if I threw them in. Yeah. Right? Okay. Well, will you set them out on the back porch for right now? Thank you. I gotta figure out how to get gas out of leather gloves. He used his leather work gloves to work on the snowblower and change the gas and all that good stuff. You know, they put some kind of stabilizer in it or something for the summer. He worked on it to get it going, and it's got gas all over its gloves and they stink. I mean, it's not gloves that he wears all the time, it's work gloves, but still, they stink. And I don't really want to throw leather in the wash machine because that'll ruin it. Even though it's kind of probably fake leather, but still, it'll still ruin it. Oh no, I don't. I put very little in my dryer. I usually hang everything. I have a large utility room. It's the room you walk in out from my back door, and it's pretty large. So I have a laundry line that goes from one side of my laundry room to the other side of my laundry room, up high enough that most people don't even notice it, but um, I just hang things off of that in the wintertime. The dryer just, I mean, it heats things up, the house up pretty good, but it shrinks things. I use it for towels and, older clothes, but most everything I hang. Alright, how did I want to do that? I think we used the almond. I don't like using a blender on grayscale. It pulls the ink up and you end up with like muddy looking stuff. So a white or an almond or whatever will work depending on what you're using it for. More like the lightest jello or whatever. Blends everything together nicely. Our dog's a butthead. Did you see anything? Corey? I swear he's going deaf. Hey. Yes. Did you see anything? Oh. I almost shot him when I first seen him. Why is that? I seen him on the neighbors for a while. It was just, I don't know, he was munching on something. And I looked back over and he was gone. So either he left the other way or he's coming this way. There's only a little gap between his property where the trees start on Melissa's. When he stepped in there, he was facing me. I put my scope on him. I don't see any antlers. His head ain't tiny, so he's not a fawn. I thought it was kind of odd. He was all by himself. Hard to see a doe with no fawns. Right.
So he didn't give me much of a shot, so I waited, and then just before dark, he came running in where I threw them sugar beets and quick scope on. You can see the bumps on his head. Yep.
All right, y'all. Y'all got to hear the deer story, so
I'm sorry, you online?
yeah, I am. I'm getting off though. No, don't apologize. Most everybody always asks anyway, so um all right, y'all. Thank you so much for coming by and seeing me and watching me. And we'll finish this up with the Crayolas. I just got the brick in the wall to do. And but yeah, it turned out pretty good. For using Crayolas on this paper, yep, turned out pretty nice. He's not. I'll have to tell him that. I know. Well, give me a call because he goes out every night. You know my number. All right, guys. I love each and every one of you guys. I'm going to go find something to eat. And I will see you on Wednesday, if not before, but Wednesday. All right. Bye, everybody.